Newport, Rhode Island, is a city set amid Aquidneck Island on the northeastern border of the United States. The city is best known for its Gilded Age mansions, many preserved and available to tour. Seaside beaches, magnificent sights, and beautiful natural attractions can all be visited and enjoyed in Newport. This helps set Newport on the path to becoming one of the United States' leading seaport towns. Over time, Newport would become home to the country's Navy and yachting capital. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Newport so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, the Breakers. As a beloved vacation destination for the U.S. elite in the 1800s, Newport is laden with opulent mansions that have a whole new meaning to generational wealth. One of those startlingly rich magnates was Cornelius Vanderbilt II, whose grandfather made his money by developing the country's railroads. As a member of one of the richest families in the history of the United States, he set about developing the crown jewel of Newport's slew of eye-catching mansions. Today, it stands as grand as ever, with its striking details best seen in person. At number 9 is the Cliff Walk. Taking you along the precipice of the Atlantic Ocean, the 3.5-mile cliff walk showcases the natural grandeur of Newport. On a calm, sunny morning, the water remains at the rugged cliff's base. Coastal grass runs between the edge and up to the walls that envelope rows of arresting mansions. The experience is best with your favorite morning beverage as you take in the sights, with the cool ocean breeze pulling the pines back and forth. Enjoy the long-range view of the horizon while appreciating the architectural splendor on the other side.
At number 8, Ocean Drive.
One winding coastal road 10 miles of landmarks, Ocean Drive, is an iconic part of Newport. The journey begins on the famed Bellevue Avenue, taking you away from regular society on a tranquil experience along the southern edge of Rhode Island. Like the cliff walk below, Ocean Drive puts on a cinematic display of Newport's spellbinding nature, where the deep blue ocean meets her rocky demise. Once farmland, the area around the road was transformed quickly towards the end of the 19th century.
At number 7, Fort Adams State Park.
On the fabulous Ocean Drive, Fort Adams State Park features the second largest fort in the United States. The fort was originally designed to protect a rapidly growing U.S. Navy that chose to base itself near Newport. The first fort was constructed in 1799, and the Fort Adams you see today was built in 1824. 141 years later, in 1965, the historic Fort Adams and a large swath of surrounding land became a state park. A few years after, the area was designated a National Historic Landmark. Today, it's a place of history and recreation. At number 6 in our list, National Museum of American Illustration. Founded in 1998, this Newport attraction is the only of its kind in the U.S. The National Museum of American Illustration is unique to all tourist attractions, especially museums. Devoted entirely to American illustration artwork, the museum is one of the coolest places to see in Rhode Island. At number 5, Marble House. In 1892, William K. Vanderbilt, the grandson of Cornelius Vanderbilt, built and gifted the marble house to his wife, Alva, for her birthday. The sightly mansion was designed by Richard Hunt, the same architect who would create the breakers a short time later. The home was at the forefront of Newport's speedy change from a charming farm town to the summer colony of America's elite. William and Alva wanted the home to be America's temple to the arts. The home certainly lived up to its lofty goal. The home cost $11 million to build in $1892, most of which was spent on 500,000 cubic feet of, you guessed it, marble.
At number 4, Thames Street.
Newport's main drag, Thames Street, is the place to shop, eat, drink, and be entertained. Although relatively short, the street is only 1.5 miles long, teeming with some of the best restaurants in town. Alongside them are elegant boutiques, chic cafes, and museums. Oh, and it wouldn't be Newport without a few historic buildings thrown into the mix. Thames Street begins at Carroll Avenue and runs north until it intersects with Farewell Street. It's essentially a waterfront boulevard with several award-winning bed and breakfasts, and it's the perfect place to base yourself. At number 3 in our list, Castle Hill Lighthouse. Situated on the glistening Narragansett Bay, the lighthouse can be visited from the end of the scenic Ocean Drive. Still a working navigation beacon for seafarers today, the Castle Hill Lighthouse is one of the most awe-inspiring things to see in our eye. The lighthouse can be observed just past the drive's grassy beach estates. A lovely marked path will lead visitors to the base of Castle Hill Lighthouse, where they can observe the beacon in all its glory. Although the lighthouse's interior is not open to the public, the cliffy shoreline and the lighthouse are a sight to see.
At number 2, Brenton Point State Park.
On the grounds of the former Reef Estate is the Brenton Point State Park. The sprawling estate was a point of envy among local elites for decades as it's located on the island's southern tip with views of the Atlantic and Narragansett Bay. Today, the spectacular peninsula has become state land. Befitting of Newport, the state park offers outdoor recreation and history in equal measure. Check out the number 1 places in our list, Easton's Beach. On the northern end of the cliff walk, Easton Beach is one of the top places to catch some sun. With just a mile worth of waterfront, there's room to spread out and enjoy the Atlantic Ocean rolling in. The welcoming surf offers some fun boogie boarding and body surfing when you want to cool off. Lifeguards man Easton's Beach throughout the summer. Beachgoers will also have access to various amenities, including beach wheelchairs, for greater access. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Newport? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.